Just a few more days. Just a few more days until the end of the year. This year has been this year has been a roller coaster for me. I'm not really sure about anyone else. I'm not you or them or anything, really. There were some good highs, there were some terrible lows. But now that it's coming to a close, for me at least, it was a good one. This one, this one's not going to be me playing a character, telling you a story that I wrote down. I'm still gonna tell you a story, but this one's gonna be a real one. Where do I begin? Where do I begin? I have a diary for this reason. Start of the year. Well, the start of this year, I was with a new group of friends. It was nice. I mean, while that group lasted, at least. A few of them didn't really sit well with me, so I tended to distance myself from them, and I feel like that's fine. Like, sometimes it just happens, you know? But eventually, people in that group got busy. They all returned to our lives before we met each other, and though we do still try to keep in touch with each other, um, it just doesn't seem to happen as often as it used to. Not for lack of trying, mind you. Have you ever had that before? Doesn't have to be a friend group that has lasted for a long time. It could just be maybe someone you met for like 2, 3 weeks that you really just can't forget. It always hurts when things like that like fail to fall through when Your "I'll see you tomorrow" becomes "I'll see you next time," and you don't know when next time is. Always kind of stings, but that's just life. And as old as I am, I should be used to it. And I think I'm getting used to it, which is good. I fell in love this year again, or at least I thought I did. That did not end well. A lot of feelings were hurt. I'm not entirely faultless as well, but call me a fool. I still worry about them from time to time, check in on them every so often. I hope they're doing okay. I hope that we can be better people in the future compared to the people we were in the past. I This is less of a memory and more of a current worry of mine. Oddly enough, it involves you guys. Sometimes I wonder if I'm a good influence on the world, on people. I'm not foolish enough to say that I'm the best influence, that I can make people better. I just know that with enough time, even the most insignificant things can change someone. I wonder how much I've changed people, both online through these videos and through talking to them and off just throughout my life, just interacting with them. It's an amazing thing, honestly. At least I think it is. That everyone has their own gift, their own ways of changing the world, big or small. I fear that sometimes I'm not responsible enough, or I don't think of myself responsible enough to wield it properly. I'm afraid of hurting people, whether intentionally or not, by being myself. Recently, I've been hanging out with my cousins, tiny ones, less than what? Less than 15, and I have to constantly tell, have to constantly say that they're still kids. One, to like tease them a bit, gloat that I'm older. Two, to remind them that there are things that they shouldn't know. And three, to remind myself that I have to censor myself when I'm around them. It's not like I'm talking to my normal friends that I can just say our usual jokes and things. I have to be the responsible adult because I guess I'm the adult now. I'm worried that maybe my body has grown up, but my head has not. That I I don't really know how to put it. I've seen people get cancelled before, or at least people have attempted to cancel them. I don't want to be one of them, where one mistake can cause everything to come crashing down. So I constantly remind myself that I'm hanging on by the skin of my teeth. Even though I might not be, it feels that way. I don't want to hurt people. I really don't. It's kind of also why I have a hard time accepting things from other people, gifts, compliments, really anything. Even though I want it, I'm just never not scared. This is a video that I'm recording with a new microphone. I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but I got it as a gift from some friends. It's been a few days since I got it. It still doesn't feel like I deserved it. Like, I still don't feel like I've earned it. This does, however, um, tie in nicely to how I ended the year. Dungeons and Dragons. My own character. I'm not the best player, it's my first time. Surprising, honestly. And I've made a lot of mistakes and might have pissed a few of the others off. But I was having fun. A good friend of mine is the Dungeon Master. They are no stranger to throwing the most insane shit our way, so. Oh man. Other than that, it's a lot of hanging out with friends, making new ones, I'm happy. I really am. I don't really know how I got here, but I I'm glad that I am here with you guys, with them, as the person that I am now. Are there things I want to change about me? Of course there are. I don't think there's anyone in the world that doesn't want to change at least one thing. Like, it could be something minor, like, oh, I wish I had $20 in my pocket right now instead of, something else like that. It could be something major, like, I wish I were a different person right now, but someone wants some kind of change somewhere. At least, at least that's what I believe. And I, I do want change, but I would not change this part of my life. This part makes me happy. I've started to draw, so eventually maybe art on the thumbnails and videos. I'm not sure yet. It takes me a while to finish one. Like, and if I do it for every video, it's going to slow me down to a crawl. But it's an idea that I'm thinking of. Maybe when I get faster at it. Maybe when I actually finish one. I haven't actually finished one yet. I'm still learning in the middle of it, but I've made new friends. I've had my heart broken. I've grown as a person. At least I'd like to believe so. I'm still a fool that forgives people too easily. That often gets me hurt. But that's a flaw that I'm okay with. At least I'm okay with it. Other people, not so much. But it's my life, not theirs. I'm sorry for rambling for like 20 or so minutes. This is less of a normal video and more of just a way to let me air out my thoughts. And if you stayed for this entire time, then you wanted to listen, I guess. I'm sure you have a lot going through your mind as well. I'm sure you've done a lot this year. I mean, it's an entire year. I'm sure there's at least one thing that happened, right? How would you say the year went for you? Regardless of that, because let's be real here, I can't hear your answers unless I read comments about it. Which, I guess, if you want to leave one, feel free. I, I read them all. But regardless of how it went, I hope that next year is going to be better. The next video on either the 1st or 2nd of January, depending on where you are in the world. The next video is probably going to be shorter than this, but kind of similar. No character, just me voicing out my thoughts. But instead of thinking about the past year, I'm looking to the future. Some New Year's resolutions. You know, I already got a few, but I'll save that for next time. Thank you for spending the year with me. Doesn't matter how long of the year, how much of the year you spent with me, you've at least watched this video. That's at least some of the year, right? I'll see you next time.